so the date, boys, is February 23rd, 24th, 23rd? It's 23rd, that's ironic. It is. We see many people today feel that they live in a world that is predetermined and running along a fixed, pre-established course. Past decisions have left us with pollution, depersonalization, and urban blight. Somebody else makes the decisions for us. And we are stuck with the consequences. That attitude represents a childish and dangerous denial of responsibility, and everyone should recognize it for what it is. Okay? So we basically come to terms with the fact that jazz music is about sporadic cases, random violence, and glorifying of chemical conditioning. And overindulgence, is it? Yes, it's. I've got to slap my balls with a wet hand. It is overindulgence in drugs to the ruining of his life and others who follow. Like many of the perverse teachers and inebriated authors that came before him, Jack carries all the conditions of real white-knuckle punch-fucking the system in his government cakewalks. He sings square dance music, battles with the devil, plays the fiddle down in Georgia, under a thorn tree. He puts smoking with a big stick. He tried double suicide and came out after traveling through several continents. He's a real gallant, full-blooded energy that's wrapped in epidemic and flesh tissue cortex, disguised as one of the planet's planets. And that's what we've come to terms with here. Okay. This album is called B23. It would well fuck your girl like a brown starfish.
Because you've a history of fits, moods, blackouts, hearing voices. We brought you here to save you from the irrevocable damage you intended upon yourself. You've tried to kill yourself twice.
Oh, this king is weary.
Oh no, the
and
white
sad.
boy.
This warped gentleman.
But I'm not trying to martyr
Decked
anyone.
out in sealskins.
My life's great.
Musty and fearless. My mom called me a devil's child. The abortion she never had. Got kicked down the stairs for torching the house. Couldn't pick a better dad. Met the Taz at 14 before I tried weed, hash, or whatever's bad. My better half beheaded cats and brought it to school on a bike in a Jan Sport, but was late, so I didn't attend the class. Befriended rap, formed the syllabus and style to strengthen that. I was a garage band drummer, ripped grunge pants, played lefty like Cobain, surfer Nirvana fan, forearms scarred, so much blood drip. Read Bundy's biography on the lava lamp. 93 micro dots and grams. Graduate, see average. 96 drop college plans. Peak skill winter, cop some land. 500 a month. Dog, Ford Escort, and Piranha tank. Closet scam, Virulent bulb, potting plants. First time with no luck, male pollen plants. Then honey dreads from Beekman, brought the Holland Dank. 98 Roland J30, 2-belt drive Geminis, and rock the flams. Mom's piano had me in a gothic trance. Typewriter tenant. All work and no play, makes Jack a dull boy. Formed a friendship, dad's righty guitar had me playing it upside down like Hendrix. Looping demented, razor edge riffs. My first ex shot me up in the bathroom during an intervention. I dropped and woke up to medics. Paddles ferry boat me back to the ambulance. Vegetable head like lettuce. Stomach pumps turn my intestines till they hit the gas like Zyklon B pellets. Who shot me up? I think it was the one in the nurse clothes.
Oh yeah.
The cuckoo bird who flew the coop, flew loops and perch flows. Disturbed glow, waited for inertia. Got admitted hurt, clothes scented of turf smoke. Stood at the hospital longer than an intern though. I just walked out onto a dirt road. Into the earth cold, lugging through first snow. Victim of a burnt home. Homeless, warming frozen hands over canisters of sterno. Hurl coke, brain rush, crush buffalo herds on turbo. Perverse pros, get in your stomach like Virgo. I bite nobody like newborns.
Yeah.
I used to get so wetted when I walk across grass to do form. You ain't like me kids, I'm cocoon born, hatched from an egg. covered in goo and blue spores. At noon on June 24, 1978, it grew horns and left the womb torn. Charming family dinner. We ate with plates, spoons, forks, but no talking. My mom used to call me an abortion, so I take inner pain out on my foreskin. Caught playing with a dead cat when my parents walked in. They sent me to Four Winds. Met a girl who shot up dope and showed me tracks collapse, but she draw in. Love at first lust, comparing burns and who had the worst cuts. When we held hands, we sucked organs from the earth up. Blood couple, shared needles, immersed trust. God nursed us. But once the uppers hit, I go from outgoing to introverted. Pervert tendencies inverted. Film my neighbor's daughter. She caught me. American Beauty, the obsessed worsened. It went further. Dreams of murder. Okay, need to stop those thoughts. Never mind. Human pot roast. My clock's broke like Alex, but I'm not cloned. I've been a nom since a demigod. Tunnel rat in foxholes. Military sheet corners, t-shirts and socks rolled in the box. Told what to do and what not to watch and what not to stop. So I ended up not cold. Lexapro, Depakote, Remron on the cot froze. Okay. Hey, Sebastian, I need some coffee, bro. Dude, hit me up, bro. I'm gonna sniff some lines of fucking sand grains, man. This is for anybody who is locked behind a white wall. Yeah. Ink blots and blocks built. Box office bunker bomb brunette Satan fellas mock spills. I pop pills legally to watch clocks, staring at clocks still. Addiction is my dead ex. Her lips the color of cold meat. After we kiss, there's an odd chill. Temperature drops till my breath circles the house. Now I can rot milk, causing a morning frost over the watch sod hills, turning green grass to sickles of ice, stopping to smell the roses, but the tops will from my touch. Who can lift this curse? Maybe the gods will, or not. I'm not well. I got gills and breathe through my skin like frogs on pond silt. Rain out, gray clouds in my coffee, hands tremble from no play. All work, tunnel vision is cone-shaped. Fold space and time, no flight. Gold flakes, palm full of powder blue, pink pills, control fate. I go graze and yellow blades in pastures. I sulk in sadness captured. Who put your stupid feelings on a board and master? Sold to hackers of that outcasted backpacker basher. Afterlife, dream sickle, tickle me with laughter. While you fucking smoking water guns, getting jiggy. I back the piggy like Floyd. I'm on Ellaville, milligram 20, vertigo dizzy. Numb as an ice bin, you get pit roasted quickly. Cause modern rap under milkers is brick cheese. I'm that first crack absorption, split second hit tease. Unconquerable, Algonquin honorable, Jabberwocky constable. Unorthodox, gallop, gallant under flocks of cockatoos. I spy planets like the Hubble telescope's real design. Don't watch the news like they want you to. I file string lines of dead MCs strangled 50 horses when a Scythian king dies. Rip butchery, pulling strings tight as ratchet cords grip shrinking faces, spit out teeth like bullets ripping from whisk tides. Ink line, words like calves kick human genitals to split sides. Spurt intestines out bellies rolling back pink-eyed. I was hit by the sunbeam, tongues bleed from slits in it, absorbing crystal bits. I am the Lizard King. How many of you know you're really alive just a little bit? I love my Skittles, drink scripts, just a thimble sip. Sunshine acid vintage, triple dip. I lost it already, right? I think, unless you maybe not, or riddle this. Under a cigarette smoke, sprinkled mist. Passed out on stage like Morrison, leading a 7-mile snake slithering. Slug-like in slippers on my front lawn, tripping wig. Why talk about the same shit? It's for the idiots stuck in a bad trip listening. And I never gave permission for a jock to speak. On the mic, stop and sleep. These new rap hacker internet, what are they? Laptop and beats. Overwhelmed frontal lobes with link madness. Scrabble, babble, and bloggeries. These lambs kick an industrial strength attitude. Not for me. I'm like Ginsberg, salvaging a steel-plated Moxie speech. Dipped in acid lake, windsock breeze, blowing trail set, sail and pilot. My paragraph is Husky Boy section, a poster boy for failed diets. Underdog, arcane radio pirate. Heart ice like Martha Pan on the forward deck. Bow hook, swing judder steel plunges into the lower neck. Burn posters, trend-driven, slick, shape diction around fashion blab. Valley talk, gangster ease, idioms while cash is fad. Fanzine artist adopt one version of a geek speak, bag of gas. I'm still sane, milk cacti shakes to wash down the acid tabs.
Allow your thoughts to dissolve once again. Relax your mind. Release the tension of mind. Let go of fear. Let go of burden. No phenomenon other than what arises from the mind. There is no phenomenon other than what arises from the mind. There is no phenomenon other than what arises from the mind. Silence. Release your mental chatter. You are more to the body. Go into pure presence. See to the body of awareness. Move into pure awareness. Infinity is waiting. Perception. Feel the intensity of the silent mind. You are gaining access to the infinite field of intensity. Presence, consciousness has awakened. You are experiencing the reality of what is. Move into the present. There is no past. There is no future. There is only now.
We are going to become one with God. We are going to have almost as much knowledge and almost as much power as God. Cloning and the reprogramming of DNA is the first serious step in becoming one with God.
As we record, I absorb these dead flies. A fly killer I am. As this fly kicks without wings, I absorb its soul. I'm hallucinogenic, ethical stimulant, dope sick nauseous, morphine drone, tranquilizer horse mix. Black tar magician, opiate, dissolve the lodeck. My soul trying to punch through goose flesh, but I fought it. Synthetic android, unthawed lactating dog piss, going through withdrawals. I hung up like pork ribs, split from my corpses. I stared my monozygotic twin paired off, mirror, my reflection got horns of an oryx. Raps fall off, reported. Raps become a phone booth packed with cross-gender fake punk rebellion. Mummers masquerading fabricated rawness. I saw it, palpitating chest pain, dizziness, paralysis absorbing. That's why I wanna die peacefully after this next one's recorded. Well, life's also mundane, stupid, and chock full of boredom. Once I go dormant, it's off to postmortem. Hello, loved ones, sorry for your loss, at least I warned them. My fan base, a phobic, melancholic cloister of cold cords and sore lips. I got a leash to my collar, cordless, like some biochemical octopus, sorting clone fetuses in jars and some factory farm raising of the sacred cannibal cow. Beefy the gas plant hysteria dungeon prince. Rabbit punch rejective art, I'm not for the public's bliss. Intense campaign, repugnant blitz. Pound the flesh for blood money. Hit conference hall, reptile Republicans.
The black rose blending into the night. They lighted candles and gathered round. They observed until relish and nakedness. And then they waited.
And not even the new underground trends can shut this bastard up with a self-worship, pan-galactic, gargle blaster slug. Deriving bathtub hooch. No chaser won't make it past the tongue. Groupies, stick your asses up. Demons and angels, Jesus is gay. Saints and sinners, my fans, hippie communes. Testing electric Kool-Aid lakes and rivers. Radioactive rodent in the basement killer. The shock and awe jaw dropper. Your face will freeze like ancient winter. Mountain refuge. When the illumin comes, this new movement sucks. I choose to use paper like yours, but the ink is your human blood. Fuck your computer buzz. They think pink emo tight jeans is future grunge. I puke it up. But NYC fumes from slums, pollution fuel the lungs. I'll beat you to death with your diamond belt buckle jewel with studs. Till you're vomiting stool in chunks. These material belladonnas get herded into flocks at shows and used as mules for drugs. Blindfold, single file flesh lines get disemboweled, binded, bloody towel tightrope. Wrung out, drunk with energy, our sight flows. My human garbage tight, yo. Stomach lining soaked through under white robe. On stage, melting, I look like Tar Man under white strobes. Skull fucking a virgin micro. Albino, alligator death roll with the mic. Walrus king right bareback with the white rhino. I kite flow lines, bringing you drug abuse journalism with typos. I don't bite though, bitten by Sebrox orgy overnight. Drone flames, they're onto you when the phone rings. Ciphers is more like fairies dancing in shroom ovals. My brood in stone rings. I had supernatural agencies crowned with a sheep's head, skin brush stroke and gold paint. The gold king under the mountain. Colorless, I drop DDT from probe wings into nightshade. Deep throat, the stiffened bone sling. Spurting back atropine, ultravirus. This is the way us trolls think. I sit in a center of pentacles, chalked in basements, pen stitch, six pin, pentasticks from a pagan, anti-Pentecostal agent. Basilisk, sponge bathed in blood, tubs of oxides, fizzle flesh, sores baptized in barbator basin. Boiling intestines, foam up peptidasis. Deep peptic fumes erased from hog belly gastrics, dissolve entrails. I fight the establishment, my mountain commune adamant, passionate, anti-modernized, anarchic activist. Paper lake battleship, human head trip sitting on crystal palace steps. I don't rhyme like this for shock and awe. Applause, I kill forced and ask the devil permission to marry death. Ever since I seen my termination day appear in storm clouds passing, I haven't slept. I can't wait to leave this planet next. Like Spacey and K-Pax from a hospital before I leave. I'm giving all 600 hidden tracks to death. Do something with them, and if you get my loot, use cash for bash at sex. Make sure not to expose them to water till they manifest, and melt the skin from your skeleton like hydrochloric acid. That explosion accidents.
Dad! shit on the sail. Hey, fucking rabbit.
Since we're all in high school and
Blah, blah,
we're gonna
blah.
gossip and talk about each other, I figured
Blah,
I'd
blah,
pass the
blah.
note in class. Yep. Because I got something to say.
Really? So,
Reppin'
everything all right,
J23, Virus Crew, Word. So, yeah, check it. Cute little collection of CD babies these seeds put together. I don't believe in vampires, I create them. I'm blowing the calcium from the bones off these dorsal feathers, so angels don't exist any lesser. Symposium lectures where I don't throw out subliminals. Fuck fake juice crews creative, hated with every syllable. They shouldn't even be considered a name of the matrix. Drinking spermatozoan minerals, tossed from the broke lover's lane condom, saggy dripping goo. Thrown out car windows used. These words of a felony criminal. Poison testers. Here's some Black Widow juice. Take that. Wasted breath. Nothing new. Nope. Look at me, New York. I just heard the crew. Wanna be Rembrandts with spray cans and an uptight Jersey dude reppin' B.K. I never heard of you. Yeah, I'm scum of the earth. You got my impressions of cum in your shirt after the luminol. Don't ask me if I'm down with groups at all, let alone these young generation Y puke and gall. You got my attention barely. Boxguts forced me to check it. The side camera shot methods, the best angle is my balls on the phallus erected. Apparel is the only way you boasting off methods. Folklore, focus on presence. The men sets. When your swineherd's flesh is stretched and patched together like a cape draped from a lion crest on my chest around the back upon entrance. Howl back. I'm off probation 2010. I'll catch you tagging with friends. Look what I did. One visit influenced a sorry life. Doing shrooms and acid for trends. Get your own formulas. Don't ask to get in. Bunnies. Happy little bunnies rap. Hopping little bunnies hop. Scatter little bunnies dash. Hanging little bunnies smashed. Skinning little bunnies hung. Gutting little bunnies guts. Happy little bunnies rap. Hopping little bunnies hop. Scatter little bunnies dash. Hanging little bunnies smashed. Skinning little bunnies hung. Gutting little bunnies guts. I bash the clock's face. I sleep on a razor and crawl like fleas in a rut. I write to stop pain. I send intimate vibrations of the final cell, the rock waves and liquid skies. I kick it like I was the mathematical god brain. I don't need hybrid pot strains to picture death. My brush strip, an exquisite genocide of quasi-artificial indie spitters dead on a strawberry field, snowing butterflies with wilted wings, which have hatched out of a wizard's head. Flashcard intervals of psychedelia, anti-religious web, anti-Wiccan pledge, slaughter of innocent goth chicken nests, unspeakable satanic insistent of haphazard and different views of one who's judged as sick expressed. I crash societal tea parties, brooding in government kitchen hacks. Burn beards of moribund shrubs, intertwined with vines and twisted cess. Construct descriptive sets of intimate art positions, suspended with sheep carcasses, breeding flies stripped of flesh, including slideshow clips of incest, blood brother and sister sex. Fucking direct, I hate the planet. Tongue whittle thread like lines, hit veins, intricate with hands of a watchmaker, with a syringe sticking pins and winged insects. I swallow upper torsos so the side of my neck has ribbon dents. I'm not stuck underground cause it's cool. I'm ducking from bureau traps. Neural snapped, leaving your cute, quaint little collage of bland murals smashed. Fuck fashionable, metrosexual, rural puppet show host, bureaucrats. Save that emo fad, let the belt got black guard for the Euro trash. I found the cure in tabs. I splash a biological blood wash in urine bath. Entrepreneurial track, wild shroom hunt, dig up the whole patch. Gulp down plural caps. My followers back my belief behind the balcony podium, flowing with the Führer's wrath. Happy little bunnies rap, hopping little bunnies hop, scatter little bunnies dash, hanging little bunnies smashed, skinning little bunnies hung, gutting little bunnies guts. Happy little bunnies rap, hopping little bunnies hop, Scattered little bunnies dash, hanging little bunnies smashed, skinning little bunnies hung, gutting little bunnies guts. Happy little bunnies rap, hopping little bunnies hop, scattered little bunnies dash, hanging little bunnies smashed, skinning little bunnies hung, gutting little bunnies guts. Happy little bunnies rap, hopping little bunnies hop, scattered little bunnies dash, hanging little bunnies smashed, skinning little bunnies hung, gutting little bunnies guts.
Ooh, Nicky, little bag, honey, get rabbit, I'm sick and tired of it. This shitty ass rabbit stinks. I know. It smells like pussy. You want? It smells like the household. And motherfucker, smell like a pile of bullshit. Ah, those little queer ass rabbit.
Feed off my pooled urine leak. I clutch generics and sponge up sertraline. Peptides disperse from teeth. Verse excretes our private labs like Owsley and Ergoline. Slow drip on the couch I spit next to monitors with intravenous tubes nursing me. Jack psyche exhausted while Supertramp converts the stream. Dispersing seeds till I die off like lethargic breed. Half-life, peak concentration at 3 hours post-dose. You can't write a verse with me. Mobile home, oil lamp novelist, ponderverse. Third generation, burnout commoner. Gypsy couch tripper, homeless settlement box squatter. Not a college nerd. Thrower, camp out, super tramp wanderer. Grid wilderness walkabout. Drug journal memoir, synthetic. Heavy polymer, heartbroken talent. Hungry for honest work. Before this modern birth, I've been searching for self through chemicals since the condom burst. Second all, calm the nerves. I'm popping perks. Average C student gone berserk. Anti-B-boy, non-new bomber her. Busting shotguns and paint cans against the canvas like Hunter Thompson work. Sleepy-eyed albino in an alkaloid hole. Sunk in a K-party. Crystalline, non-span blast off the car key. Depart machine ridden, garden of plastic bazaar fiend. Gypsy box cart drifter, tap fingertip to a regular heartbeat. Cold sweat, kangaroo gland blackout on a drunk chick. Glitter face, star gleam. Awoke to a wax purse of brown sugar, cooked to a tar stream. Hit the battle blouse, human wetsuit. Shiver shot up the arm crease. I'm descriptive, sense memory loosening work. I see detail illusions from birth. I'm not a clone, I'm only impersonating a human from Earth. Surrounded by the newest robots with 1 billion synapses. Replica, slave market fascists. Star-crosser, space-crafted holographs. Looking for television screens to inhabit. I'm so talented, you're so arrogant. They're all halibut of the black sheep embarrassment. I'm so talented, and you're so arrogant. I am a claveset, the black sheep embarrassment. I'm so talented, and you're so arrogant. And they're all halibut, the black sheep embarrassment. I'm so talented, and you're so arrogant. I am a claveset, the black sheep embarrassment. See, my lifestyle isn't a fad. I kicked the addiction of sniffing up grams. It's sitting on my ass, just hitting the hash. Plus I quit with the tabs. Bodies like meat in a freezer, stripped on a slab, arms slit, ripped up and stabbed. Rap left me with a bad heart condition, pockets full of lint and no cash. Pinched by the crabs, I'll end up lynched by the fans. Famished and whipped by the critics and lashed, judged by my peers, just keeping me hidden and back. I'm sick of the same rhythms and raps, same equipment and crap. No talent, NPCs, clowns, redundant, hitting the pads. You wanna clone me? I'll ziplock my spit in a bag. My daughter doesn't look forward to visits with dad. Her mother insists on misery's company, frigid and sad. Even on prescriptions, I'm imprisoned and trapped. Thoughts of sticking my head in the stove, in the kitchen, a tongue kiss with the gas. Off scripts, my face muscles switch during sets. I got ticks like Tourette's and think my skin's ridden with ants. Sick of didactic crowds in the same cities giving me daps. I appreciate it, but my calluses stitched on my hands. I wanna jump in a camper with the virus crew like Huxley, ego tripping the map. I'm not a new Jack spun drumsticks and rock riffs in a band. I respect pioneers, I've been inspired in this, but I evolve like pond systems from liquid to land. The way I spit isn't intrinsic, it generates off adrenaline like stimulated MDMA dripping from glands. I sit in a camp, sipped in a tent, distant, stripping in rants. You're just spitting the ocean. These underground sheep embedded in the game, digging like clams.
I'm so talented, you're so arrogant. They're all halibut, I'm the black sheep, embarrass me. I'm so talented, and you're so arrogant. I am a clavicin, the black sheep embarrass me. I'm so talented, and you're so arrogant. They're all halibut, the black sheep embarrass me. I'm so talented, and you're so arrogant. I am a clavicin, the black sheep embarrass me.
This is a news flash, folks. We interrupt this program to bring you a special announcement. A new psychoactive substance has been discovered. A very powerful psychoactive substance. The most powerful since the discovery of LSD. A substance so powerful that 300 micrograms is the dose. That means 1 gram will dose 7,000 people. This compound comes from a plant. The plant is, and I hope you're paying attention, the plant is legal. The compound is legal. You can possess it. You can manufacture it. You can transport it across borders. You can give it away, you can sell it, and you can do it on stage.
This pharmacologist sit in a Mexican mud hut with an adobe roof, hit by the adrenochrome, chewing peyote root. Only cause the spirit world inside the desert cactus told me to. My tribe sits circular around cauldrons brewed, while I explain geometric patterns projected to a holy truth. Hypnagogic, evoking a dharma body of Buddha, forming out of sport smoke from shrooms. Told by a godlike omen, golden haired lion in a white jade garden, I now know the truth. I hit heights on Asbury,
I guzzle euphoric sedatives, squeeze for ripened blackberries. Salvia king, puff hookah tube, Mohammedan glowing has cherries. I crash, summoning ghosts of spirit planes of past Egyptian kings mummified in Catsbury. The landscape, a grey dome heaven, jagged red crack, Luciferian gothic palette of pain, splashed heavy. Alkaloid hell pit, saliva well melted, 4/10 of a gram dissolving green microdot pellets. In the lab I've tested more mescaline than Michelin, Havelock Ellis. I build worlds so listeners can taste and smell it. Out of body pipeline to mine through the valve, an ego filtering engine. Aborigines dig my shit and sell it, the tribes of Yemen. I register vibrations of light through yellow topaz, layering indigo, violet, and reddish, shining in the ground velvet. Lidless, saltwater solvent, desolate, subterranean inhabitant, shellfish. Parabolic.
The second period began. The idyllic, psychedelic, evangelical. The psychedelic persuaders made the most attractive assertions that the experience would free us from life's game so that we could enter into non-game ecstasy. That our mental abilities would multiply 100-fold. That our consciousness would be expanded out to the ultimate.
Soapy lyricist, diversity is diverting itself from this game. MCs become an irritant. I project delirious dreams that I then hide to avoid influence. But my body is positioned at the apex of a pyramid. This weary prince, blood a mirror tip, limpid organisms, shattering crystal liberty statues on periods. No imperialist, I've detached the germs. I wanted to die in the worst way. Regret my birthday, they say I'm spaced out. When I took my own life and they brought me back, it was ironically on Earth Day. I'm broke, who the fuck is actually into my music in the first place? Can't wait to be resting speechless. Famous in the cross of a rifle scope, check this attempt at Jesus. Any king of rap is a sardine, sorry. Any unstable spring breeze seas of shark teeth. Groups of phantom orchestras at pointless dialectic parties. I haven't paid any dues at all, hardly. Just burnt bridges and killed connections. I'll never be known largely, famous enough for myself. Rap did nothing but help me destroy naive minds and starve me. I'm not marketable, I guess. I don't make love ballads and rock garbs by Ed Hardy. I pace my paddock outside it's a beach house in Ascot. I'm sipping green fairies, Larry's the mascot. Saturated pure lethargy. A haze pleasantly hangs over the boroughs, shivering like mirages through car engine steam. Dropping on rooftops in Gotham, microdots the size of lemon seeds. Come on the adventure, please. I got extra sheets, tripped over 1,000 times, and I remember each. Yeah.
Now the third phase is upon us. In the past 2 years, the acid has taken over. Most of the takers are out for fun and LSD high. The doses are up, the music gets louder, the lights swirl faster, and the chap who freaks out just hasn't passed the acid test.
Ring around caps, launch ghost pixels from human freezer case. Pantherina eater, hooked up to an E-meter with accordion fever shakes. Sweat beads, fever breaks, losing leaders glazed. Germs on my body come out the detail. Forearm hair turn to feelers, reaching for deeper space. Hats a grin from a shit eater's face. Red rinse comes out from the ice skin, spine tingling creeper phase. Fungus meets man-made paper page bleach parade. Acidic beast versus the alien spore kept in a cabinet, guarding nocturnal creature caves. I suck through a dream hole, my fingertips snap like snakes toward body heat glow. Deep channels in my flesh seep soul. Translucent hands, wisp thin skin. Eyeballs burst, drip jelly to cheekbones. Flows derived from anguish that have punished brats. Like I was torn apart by ravens and put back together from scraps. Sun is black, commoners garbed in mockingbird capes. I'm rough spun intact. Paragraphs look like parapets. Enormous battlements, my visuals so large I build as banners whip in the wind. Kill off the herd, sheepfolds infested, flies hover, cover, candle sick, emo. Your flutter laxrous, double gesturing egos. In my dream code, I feel radiant, laughing till I drop lit tears through two acidic peepholes. I murder prissy, pride of bad birds who can't deep throw. Tranquilly beat both, so bloody sheet soak. Still lazy as fuck with no weed smoke.
The LSD trip is a pilgrimage far out beyond your normal mind. that risky and revelatory territory the LSD images just explored. Thousands of temples, portion of the
Psychedelics are stimulators of ideas and feelings, but generally, these ideas and feelings would express themselves constructively rather than violently or destructively. If it were possible during a riot to spray small doses of LSD from an helicopter into the air, people would soon quieten and not be hurt.
I don't know, it's a weird trip. It's a weird trip.
Clip, clop, clop, clop. Alright, could you turn it up a little? I can't hear myself. I guess it doesn't matter because there's no melodies or musical fun and magic in the background. The date is May 29th, if I'm correct? 29th. And I basically want to recap what the album is. And it's it's a very pigeonholed and a narrow. And it's basically drug abuse, violence, past and present psychedelic use, hospital medication, suicide, praising of murderous idols, negativity, psychiatric problems and self-diagnosing, hospital stays and visits, music, okay, beat pads, instruments, cadences, self-loathing, occult study, hating on others in my peer line, and those I look up to and look down on. Judging, being judged, useless critics, opinions, killing, cynics who try to do music, narcissism and its rise and why it should be desecrated. Death, rape, anti-God propaganda and burning of suffragettes and vegetarian rallies, viruses, viral words, viral strands, word butchery, hog farm processing factories, pig slaughter, both animal and law enforcement, politician cyanide boots, slitting cubicles and shooting dens, breast sex and hand oil jobs, eye sex and inappropriate ass touching, ear deep face plunging, that's spirit halogen readings and ghost static tent lights, detox, rehab escapes, and delirium projection. And that's just a basic thing. See, basically, because it's a false conception of property. For you, love your own person and your income and your dog. Everything and everyone is equal and unimportant. And I just want to touch up on one more thing. These are things that I would like to touch on also and maybe write books about, like levitation for terrestrials, external genitalia of Japanese females, the Atlantis sex position, the sunny side of bereavement, sex after death, the art of embalming, post-mortem collectibles, do-it-yourself coffins for pets and people, inevitable destination, premature burial and how to prevent it, death education, how to pick up women in discos,
Straight talk about sandwiches and surgical penis enlargement. The erotic meanings of wooden legs, beanstalk country, on top of the tallest erection, the drowned man's little finger, erotic umbrellas, and sexually suggestive food. And I will get back to you guys towards the end of the album, and I hope you all die happy. And that's really it. Thank you, Sebastian, for giving me some time to explain all that information. Take care, guys.
That last bit of energy pushed us completely into uncharted realms.
When sufficiently stimulated during many of his public poetry readings, the sound is unforgettable. The blending of a sustained organ and finger cymbals form the unusual background for his mystical chants.
And these rim job fairies circle ribbon mics as transcendental slugs with overbites. And my demons slept, but the lysergic awoke them each year. Every trek, I wept salt spray. Okay, kids? Thank you. Happy, excited. It's another. I feel phenomenal right now. B23 Project, Johnny 23, Sebrox, and Jak Tripper, and the seminar for you kids this afternoon. Yeah. I'm a medicated elephant. I kill theories like suicide afterlives, filmed, entering, brought back and edited. Hem-stitched hurricane record spin. I fly furniture for sober embellishment. Crash house parties, spit back Haldolph at a medic bitch. I fight the government till I nod off like legal replacement of heroin. Circling satellite, lesson of light, zoom in on American. Mike Booth engulfed this hysteric fit. Heretic, geometry's dry, let's try the killer breaks. Who's the iller fake? I look at the solar system like here's my fist to billiard break. Exaggerate imagery, magic delirium tremens. Like trips I cling to a blemish. Humanity, just a mixture of bones, flower, vegetation, and senses. I drag a poison collection cart over planks with the scent of furniture resin. Death is the color of lead, leak renaissance urine, piss on your centrifuge. Rap tough guys emo, they're homosexual, metro pleasant. I'm in a telly sick, spike plumbing into vein, opiate envelope, wax, black tar bubble, antidote, inject, then belly itch. I spit, drool string graceful as a dead girl's hair underwater, weaving like tentacles of a jellyfish. I assassinate merriment, close range, bulldog, snub muzzle, contract hit, political gaudy umbrella, mass market, industry artists. Selling discs, I'll kill emo, only to end up dead and stiff. Like Elliot Smith with 2 stab wounds to his chest, leaving the spike hanging out the track with yellow drip. Melancholy comfortable, mellow shit, late to class, strung out, and like, hello kids. As I sink into my couch like I was Jello, in the booth making you puppets like Geppetto's crib. I wish I was more known, or no, I'm not normal, nope. I'm not immortal, not a morsel. Morose, couldn't score coke. When the morn broke, fake suicide forged note. Not mournful, I'm in the ward cold as the North Pole. Hospital gown, the wardrobe. Light as a feather, stiff as a board broke. Absorbing organs, 2 slit wrists with door closed. I slid a portal, I'm in hell with the head of a horned goat. On a horse, with the horse throw, when the corn grows, inserting pins into corn rows. Torch glows, preparing for the boar roast. Bloody oars row, shores close. I dock at the port, bearing scalps and flesh torn from a human torso. I wore both, thorn dome like Christ, hanging from worn rope, covered in sores from scorn stones. Chemicals from morgues soak in the gorgeous cloak of patches and tattered cloth sewn, made of pork and thorned rose. 23rd of this month, July 08, 23 bowls scraped, broke taped, 23 sold tapes, broke, no fame, doped out like whole, 23 sacks of soaked flakes, blow, flows, 23 dro apes, studio, smoke breaks, toke haze, once I spoke, 23 crows came, probably got beef with 23 no names, beef with the 23 known promotes hate, okay, no thanks, 23 broach trays, spoke bake, 23 shows, plus 3 sucked except for the hose, a whole waste, 23 trolls hate, 23 shroom caps, gold beige, I ate them in Spokane, Watchtower is home base, 23 pink Peruvian cocaines, 23 rehabilitation escapes with poked veins, overdosed 23 times on the road, phased, Cali 2-man tour, muster 23 foam plane, silver granddaddy lemon drop, purple kush Afghanistan dro haze, came home Christmas Eve, visited my folks' bake, 23 snowflakes, booked 23 times, barely showed face, acid dose soaked till old age, random violence, only 23 votes came, so lame, next one's the gold trophy.
But lately, say 9 ounces more or less.
15 centimeters high. That's 6 inches, or about as tall as an ice cream cone. Now I want to tell you what our daily life is like, and of course you'll have to meet my wonderful family for just a minute. This charming, efficient housewife, who's 399 years old, and is still to me the most beautiful and enchanting woman in the world, is my wife, Louise. I don't know, we do make a handsome couple, don't you think? Our children, Lily and Carol, now they're great-grandparents, and we're great-great-grandparents. Moms have children only once, we always have twins.
This is for the Nobody Show. Where am I? Sound Prism, Indie Kill, Johnny 23, Lodeck, Many Styles, Box Guts, Mr. Tobin Complex, Sebrox. This is an envelope to you guys from summer camp after a nervous breakdown. It is July 16th, 2009, and it's gonna go like this. Really, I'm insecure. Yo, I got a myopic doppelganger. He's in a black suit, agoraphobic, locked in the booth spooked. And I'm like, dude, there's no corporate drones who are really out to shoot you. I'm a sulfate spitter, a deviant skipper, wait around to snatch the purse. Blind tiger cafe pervert, act the perp. Political Bolsheviks get hacked to nerves. The boning knife disembowels the belligerent conservatives down the sex glands and saculars. I'm tripping, dripping from dust sacks, the sap is churned. Ideas form in my mouth, my brain thinks too fast to work. My art's innate, most of you had to learn. I titty fuck groupies in their mouth, then put the muscle in their ass to squirt. I'm cock slapping birds, I hunt humans for the cash and fur. Super coven cabinet, black magic firm, peyote cactus curse. Afterbirth, witchcraft. stacks in a Catholic church. Sorry I've been absent. I relapsed on perks. Blacked out and woke up inside of detox. Intravenous, fed by catheters. My feet dragging hurt in hospital socks with the rubber traction. Leather straps fastened first. Incoherent, snapped and attacked the nurse. But I don't brag disturbed. This face is a mask. Mood swings are rapid, frantic, volatile, spastic. Lash out in sporadic spurts. Parents don't even know me and lack concern, cause I wasn't conceived. I crashed on earth, crawling among the crabs and worms, skanks and herbs, backpackers and drag, who write raps next to rapper nerds. Should've hired a manager. Instead I had to put my blood on word of mouth and loyal fans after the wax would turn. Fuck a talent surge. Johnny pulled me off the mattress burns in some opium den to come back and work. My new syllabus drives the fans berserk, like these new school Asians strutting tits and ass with girth. I chased the white rabbit, tie-dye canvas, LSD 25 brandish in a jewel-studded 24-carat canister. Then I become this colorful character with a mouth shut full of larva farm as maggots squirm, tickling my tongues, so I had to smirk. Sick of the rap, demo, arrogant work, ballot merch. I'm embarrassed to say I rap. I rock headphones to drown out the parrot chirps. Rigor mortis, horizon helix. Drowning sorrow in eel piss. Some shrink attempts to help me define what real is. I'm a living downer. I hate myself so much, my daughter feels it. My skin feels pins, tingling. Took the blade to the wrist, but keeled over from the volumes first, before I could peel skin. Hit my head on the toilet, ambulance came. All I remember was the squeak of the wheels on the gurney. When I was wheeled in, my ears ring. Looking down on my body, my ghost's back against the ceiling. This is it. Just stuff me in the black bag with the zipper and seal it. But I didn't overdose today. No rope or blade. My head's a gas bubble with a kite string that holds the weight, connecting my neck to my upper torso, dragging my feet as it floats away. Prince of the pill bin. I love to have friends, but friends aren't allowed around me due to this apparent mental illness. Arabic and Spanish girls approach me speaking their native tongue. I'm like, what are you saying? I'm Sicilian. Other sign rappers who tour and see millions front like I can't kill it, looking at me like I touch children. I'm that dope fiend dozing off at the foot of the stairs in your building with more talent than you. You'll find out in the lab when I'm building. You and your alumni will catch the duck bill grin. I'm chillin' in a drug treatment facility, living off the land like a pilgrim. If I'm not spittin', my mouth's used as a deposit box to drop pills in. I'm from that iron age, court of the Crimson King, steel gilded, mic grip, 500 a verse villain. The rest of the indie populace are scene posers, flamboyant, flaming in the village. I heard the sheep. I'm a mad cow, worm on beef. You're on the verge of sleep. Cut yourselves out of your jeans and stop acting like you've never heard of me. I'm about to use funds from doing Shiza porn to pay for a tour in Germany. In Europe, I'm Ron Burgundy. You never catch me on commercial beats. Fuck a verse for free. Sometimes I feel like it's the blue planet Earth versus me. Suicide doesn't work for me. They brought me back 3 times. I'm not worth it. It's up to you to murder me. Wow, and I'm out. Thanks. I'm gonna go take a train.
Is this song like 13
some $1
minutes?
coffee and a hot dog.
6 minutes. You're up.
Jack, you're dead.
Really?
Yeah, you live inside of your own head.
epidermis stress. Lenses, tissue, nerves, vessels, ganglia, flesh. As crystal sea ships approach ceramic castle at palace gates, panoramic talents make great for suicides by shotgun. Splatter brain against the wall, into glowing ectoplasmic pain. Now my soul looks like work by Alex Gray. Drip into the floor. As for my corpse, they'll have it hang from the ceiling, photographed at still life sepia, snapping frames, addict slang. I'm boiling eggs and piss, writing the people this verse as I speak, sitting on mattress stains. Come out the blackness like it hasn't changed. I'm watching Skittles down, helium phobic, letting the gas fizzle down. I'm doing this whole album sitting down, spitting wizard gown. I heard that they demolished underground living and built a tinsel town. I'll have no part of it. I'm pro gas rags in a bottle. Here's my passion mask and a motto. Patriotism's trash. I'd rather burn a flag than a novel, or throw a bash to the hollow, like cop killing mags to Gestapo. Flesh and strolls and the blood splashed on a poncho. Smash Electra typewrite, electric, you can't clash with the gonzo. There's something beneath me, it's living in between me, ripping away skin and soul. There's something trapped under my skull. There's something alive trying to climb out of the synthetic hole. There's something beneath me, it's living in between me, ripping away skin and soul. There's something trapped under my skull. Is there something alive trying to climb out of the synthetic hole? Slither through slug muck trail, sitting vile. The drip Hoffman rigged acidics from liquid vials. Intricate with it, descriptive vial, bloodline author, human genocide, plow corpses into piles. Octopus cabinet, sift them files, split different personalities into synthetic integration, spit drifting into 6 distinctive styles. Touch psychedelic, acrylic tiles. I got a frigid glow, torture under slow timer. Peel off your soul's liner, dissect the vessel, epidermis open, expose fibers. Super cuffing, toxic toad rider, sold in a sweat coat, synthetic hole diver. I troll until I find her. After the rush, I fold and bind her and telephone wire. Speak easy drone float in blind tigers. I hold seminars with no flyers. Toast to the bathtub, razor at wrist, bottle of scripts, open stove and lighter. Explode, leave this earthly plane. Music, money, cell phone, text and all. Kid literary nightmares like Berkeley undergrads, pulling out Uzis and shooting up lecture halls. I don't leave the house ever, surrounded by clutter stacks and letters sprawled. I take Apache propellers up to the heavens to watch blood and feathers fall. My chest press the walls. There's something beneath me, it's living in between me, ripping away skin and soul. There's something trapped under my skull. There's something alive trying to climb out of the synthetic hole. There's something beneath me, it's living in between me, ripping away skin and soul. There's something trapped under my skull. Is there something alive trying to climb out of the synthetic hole?
I wasn't knocking someone's door down, I was running from that. When I got out, I was in that. I was already through that. I had that. I had the studio. I went to the studio, went to Fox Studios. I had it all. And I looked at it and I said, this is bigger jail than I just got out of. I don't want to take my time going to work. I got a motorcycle and a sleeping bag and 10 or 15 girls. What the hell I want to go off and go to work for? Work for what? Money? I got all the money in the world. I'm the king, man. I run the underworld, guy. I decide who's does what and where they do it at. What am I going to run around and act like I'm some teeny bopper somewhere for somebody else's money? I make the money, man. I roll the nickels. The game is mine.
Yo, isolation, implantation. B23, yo, please be seated. I flush region, polymorphous pervert on a pancreas island to form hormones secreted. Endocrine rush, Endorphin bust, embryonic sac depleted. Drowned fetus drowned, about ignorant sex. Can't wait for the next whack generation of kids to spit next. Sick of this mess, that's why I stay isolated like polygamous sex. I died once there, now trying to dig the pills out from the pit of his chest. I write self-scripts, then spit flows delivered depressed. Adrenaline river sends shivers and sweat. Trying to kick it like morphine addiction neglect. This house boat sitter, Johnny Ultravirus. Slip through the slits and the filtering nets. Flesh radiation wavelengths, wither insects. LCD, spitter, vivid vision and lapis lazuli prisms and press. I'm in a gown like transplantation candidates. Head shaved, drugged and buzzing. Eyes roll back as the hospital staff pumps my stomach. Another overdose white boy close to dying out of bodies. Better than psilocybin. Staring at my body as I float beside it. Invisible eyelids. I'm 30 years old, how come I haven't died yet? I tried death. The Westchester Psychiatric Center's most loyal client. My ghost frees a smoke fox off the room I'm in and drop the climate. The doctor looked over my folder and couldn't believe what he was reading. Like Christian Science, fist full of Rembrandts, swinging at the sky piss, telling the imaginary father to suck my dick. Normal guy spliced with a Mica hybrid, Technicolor patio chair pilot. Warned the world of the end. Radio pirate, toad tongue whip, snatch the damsel fly quick. I'm the Geiger. I primus, parasite, rhyme, hits, termite, mic grip. Hype men, insect hide, micro like fly shit. All your albums are gonna be rap, I'm psychic. MC's colorful like a dyed hair, rainbow-headed dyke bitch. Depression cyclid, life ends without psych meds. It's needles, coniforms, and suicide threats and sliced wrists. I don't need a crew or rock the tour solo cross country. Dolo as a cyclist, naive, not in the slightest. Who thought the sun ruled the earth? It's all Hubble satellites and spy ships. I'm going out of this life with my prick stuck in a young dime till the cherry pie splits. Hologram platform view, hospital polygon sighted. Gauze pants over my sight, hollow oculars bleeding through blinded. Sightless, hands out feeling for hallway walls as guidance. Blind sick, hit with the spike like testing for hepatitis. Bedside covered in mosquito mesh and fly nets. Wings clipped, I need to be fleshed. I can't fly yet, a fallen seraphim flightless. Hellfire, help me jettison or flight deck. My tongue whipped, protest, conjoined bestial babies breach when cunts split. Board the cannibal wedding feast, wine bowl punch from human stomachs. Swag belly, flesh net veil, avoiding worlds of sunlit. This lummox cuts muscle from a young child's buttocks, then digest again supernatural energy from it. Like Iroquois Indian villages on summits, I scout colleagues from legends down to second cousins. For no budget, I cook animals in stew like Brunswick. Like Brahma Gem dumping chum from buckets. Bump, wearing buckskin, skinned by cutlass. I'm a fucking Johnny Funny Farm raised onion, stuck in a psych ward around Duchess. With delirium tremens, I gutted the wet nurse Duchess. Shaky hands, glands gutless. I flow, confined in the dungeon. Guts boxed in dunnage. Parasite, might in a dustbin. Flying pimp house Dutchman. Giving escorts to frog mouth. Eyes popped out, chewing fungus. Dusted, animated like neon flux flip. Sharper than adult syringe, then flush it. Then flush it.
Hooks for hands, slap bars, other lines, ripping rhymes. I'm nice guy with word placement, spit sick and semi-live. Watch me bubble on the spot. Burnt hot box, melt your block. Guns will stay cold like what? The ice got and freezer on me locked. Pop in them now, easy to breathe. Ox in the lungs will release, oxygen cleaves speech. Proper razor stuck in between teeth. Cut gums and chop beats. Often I receive a deceased rocket. If not heat, then drop it on concrete. Freshly dropped sleeves. Rubbish gotta hit the road like a pitiful hole on a John Doe street. Receipt full of pitfall hope. Heart attacks, attacking hold. A triple bypass landing on massive plates of bones. Flatline trashed in stone, mashed at home. I can dine in a pure existence, tasting each and every one of these soaking souls, secretions. Leak the fizz and foam, so let grill grease spill out all over my team coat, clips and towels whole, spelling out J23. Now piss drenched opponents and deadening ocean of us ever abandoning post. Down in a hole, box guys or a guts flow. Let organs explode from every exit and entry hole as if squeezed by a troll.
I felt myself sagging under what was much stronger than I. First I could not use my ankles, and then I could not control my knees, and then my waist began to break under the strain, and then my shoulders turned in,
and in the end I was compacted and feeble, depleted by this thing that was crushing me without holding me.
And I do this 'cause you're so happy.
I bleach rainbows with hopelessness at shows, fix tourniquet tight flows in a coke syringe and close the shit. Quieter than a folded flag out the box when I broke the skin. My lines would have birthed in a church blessed by me. It can't be studied by any rap scholar in NYC. How could the city forgive a wretch like me? I fuck with minds like Centers for Cognitive Neuroscience at MIT. But origins not on OED, these cyber geeks. I'm just a junkie in a petticoat. You can smell me broke, surviving off Little Debbie and jelly rolls. I carry tranquilizers like Louse platoon, sleeping in telly's cold. I done shit to my flesh to make your belly fold, and stayed in the subways for transport and dodging a bright sun. Spikes plunge, lean up against tiled walls, slide down and write one. Pull out the blunt, contaminated and light one. Walk into hospitals oozing blood and sliced up. I murder the hobby horse, oxy snort, hair gel spikes in front of clubs forming posse dorks. I kamikaze doors till I pass out on the Euro rocky floor like opium den smokers in poppy stores. Pin pricks, razor slit and slit wrist, soap bandages and syringe tips drip, 7-day binges. Nerves twitching, neurosis symptoms, muscles stiffen, skin itching, scratch to the bone sinking, fingertips in. Self-inflicted kitchen fix kits, needles, spoons, powder and kindling. Spinning head, exorcism, detox, spitting phlegm, color of spinach. Rembrandt, Senequan, then I'm gone to the magical land of sick in bed. Skin is sticky sweat, can't kick the meth. Feel like I was kicked to death. Succubus sit by my bedside, I can't lift my chest. Met a girl, her name was popular. She came with scars, A-list, pain involved. Year 2000, basement stars. Flood this genetic roulette with catapulted me into a velvet rope Shangri-La. Blatant snobs, backpacking notepads with written freestyles and microphones taped to palm. Layman gods, wish I was dead. First pull personal, shotgun journal burst skulls to sludge fertile. Adrift I sit plural, eating cancer asleep, euthanasia through spine epidural. Splatter mind on mural, thoughts drip down the ground in a mound of manure pools. I'll leave you beside yourself, your left on my right, like two lefties writing, facing each other in the reflection of a knife. My darling, cut my arms deep enough to reveal an artery's grape juice. Tell me I hate you in the mirror, with me siphoning your wounds from mine to sustain you. Life got boring, my own image in a glass was painful. Blankets over blinds in a gray room, stitched up and painful. Sipped red wine in which the same color the green veins shoot. Took pills and came to, I'm invisible. No way to leave this planet, I walk it fatal. Study my life and compare it to when I stab myself in the stomach to die slowly in my own blood. Playing with it, with my index finger drawing hearts to show love. Slit wrist, slip in a warm bath, lock the door and doze off. Too late for hindsight, drifting away from the white light. Looking at my body on my right side, died with the spike hanging from a pipeline. I sit in a den and type right. Living Dead Night, Geiger, Street Fighter, and High Time. My eyes sunk deep in the cheekbones, scraping residue. I'm like a Czech hippie, dissident, tribal poet, heavy dude. Murdered San Francisco like the I-580 killer, waiting for priests to okay and execute. Destitute of sanity, paid venues. I pass out on stage, let them boo. Rap's corny, but I'm bored, so I'm still selling legs and boots. When I get headaches, the pressure can stir up dirt. on a crescent moon. I'm saving my Paxil, Prozac, Trazodone, and Depakote, and Celexa too. Then digest after morning meeting. Drop dead the color of night's weather blue. Celeb rotten culture out the closet. I circle the globe like a blimp carrying heavenly vomit. Sea long, heavy sludge of ice under fog lift. A singer spit oxymoronic, cold comfort farm. Way cosmic, smash mouth topics. Dow Jones melt down your album stock drip. There's an ozone hole in my thinking. Poison the airwaves. Wait, I get like no airplay unless pseudo-Europeans supported my Harry Potterized 99. It took me 21 seconds to tear space. In full time, evolved in 05. Quiet with no outside influence to hold mine. Wait for underground the nosedive. Keep the gold mine. I'll sell other talents for me to spit better than you and boast mine. Pump creative. My juices flow like my climax after they pole ride. Fuck a biter victim. I call it a ghost ride. Thanks for the room and board. Take my earliest demos and hold mine. Fucking bovine stock. Cattle feed po white. Trash and battle geeks. Simpletons. Gas yourself. I'll hit the stove light and support your glow for the 5 people that just show live. My dick bigger than your whole life. In the cell for the winter. 4 months. I wrote this before I got my phone time. Valhalla goes. Piece of the basketball court Muslims. Westchester throw signs. Gained weight. Hit the TC and bench putting in work the whole time. That's it. That's it. The end. Yo, life sucks. Gypsy moths out my stomach. My life has 30% of life. It lacks arm strings and a few buttons. I commit suicide at 65%. Fuck it, the kids will love it. I'm disgusted. Art at the present is only self-contained construction, about which there is no more to be said of it. I drew mud slick, drop a blue tremor linked to the ground by a magnetized gaze. As dust snow over peaks of the summit. Cotton will I flow in my narcon encrusted blood pumps sedates the page when I cut it. Catching nicks with pots and buckets. Beneath root, flower, and stone, I group a coven. I lurk in fire damps and coal pits to canoe out the origins of your pungent vein weeping at the focal point where your guts sit. I diffuse elation and whatever sunlit. What is rugged? This cube is fertilized, metal rusted. I post up a collection of my life's work in a gallery to make it easy for you to pass judgment. My tongue drip, low tide, polluted bay water, salt spray aerial like seagulls spit. Eyes upon fisher, duck bill, gullet. My happiness is a mask under it. I generate misery, the sulking, brilliant depression. Ascended to music like Scott Walker sullen, slow and sluggish. I kick suffix, oil spill tanker boat, tugging, diluted water propulsion before punchings. The crowd nailed me to a cross. I am emotional numbness, nocturnal vampiric dust grip in a dim lit cafe. This beatnik downer, writing to the ludes tape. Punch raps, balloon face. I figure evolution before I lose face. Stone carving a new slate. Dig it as I mutate and carry my 2 hemispheres in a suitcase. I told watch the nerves like a paper knife and dive in the news frame. Me in this game, it's a razor blade and a fruitcake. They're all poets, writers, diplomats, and dressmakers trying to move breaks. I kill future art with ease. Shit, I'm on courses, black suited narcs to creep. I drop cellular metals and of cryptograms. Hysterical paranoia starts to seep. Rush surges of melting face images under the bar bark of trees. I lit up state parks with crystal meth shard debris. I'm soaked in depression with a pad. The artist weeps, dead tired but off the charts asleep. Spider crawl, filthy cerebral saliva. Wash brains, harness leash.
Yes, I'm the Crystal Prince. On the mountains with a goat, an antler scout crown, I tell the people that the water is poison.
He's gone mad.
Don't drink from the well.
You don't rep radio pirate, gold clutter links, anchoring fly kids. That veggie head dunce cap rap I digest. You clock me, whether the iris by which you dispatch arrows of liquid sediment isn't in fact fly shit. My belly's eyelids launch tentacles out chakras with 30 moon system luminescence behind it. And blast the gastric hive. I smoke my own energy like in ciphers I pass the high. Nothing's original, everybody who looks and understands can easily be classified. Sip chamomile like drink the wind and discharge an expanded mind. Our secret San Fran ergotamine labs set up by chemists running underground acid mines. Me on my social side can't coexist much longer. Rap blog radicals critique, so I pull out pump gauges on fellow songbirds. I'm paranoid, I feel cornered, I'm starving. Give me tap shoes, a cup in a street corner, a rhyme for quarters. Witness the meltdown, crystal ship of fossilized earth water. Heads on post warn the border. Applause for the pauper. Sober for a year and a half. Cases pending, beat writer type. Weird with the craft. I'm in the TC 07 in corduroys. Summer heat, long beard and a staff. Your gaping eye holes just peer into wrath. My new shit is personal, not gear for the fans. Take the sheep shears to the lambs. Club bunnies hop with bar crawlers. Get smacked out of that beer in your hand. For all those underground barrier airhead fox terrier egos who try to diss me. I play sick and get busy. You still fig seeds. I fish souls from vessels and flow them into whirlwind speed. I settle spectral dust, lit creeks, build an incoherent city. Remote, stubble covered in a Rhinebeck cap and using misery and mint leaves. Indeed, the soul is cosmic, the body political. I study hell using psychedelic visuals in my living room, trying to figure out how disembodied spirits can feel pain physical. It's fear and loathing tonight. My planet's energy sapping, an animated principle is flight. I glide over fantastic fabrics of the mind and plunge into gas flames. Came to in my cottage to find the roach in the ashtray. Moth silhouettes gathered behind lampshades, 21-gram weight.
High above the city, on a tall column, stood the statue of the Happy Prince. He was gilded all over with thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes he had two bright sapphires, and a large ruby glowed on his torso. He was very much admired indeed.
How's everything?
Groovy. You here for some acid?
Yeah, I guess so.
Why?
What?
Why are you taking acid?
What are you doing, a paper?
Curiosity.
Oh, me too. No insight. I really think that I'll find out something about myself.
I depart 6 below. Alarm clock blink broke. Number dough in a glow. Eyelids flicker. Lava lamp indigo. Liquor hole. Lithium slither. Strips of coke. Kitchen probes. Opium Jones. Wrist tracks. Rig exposed. Plaid jacket and slacks ripped. Stripper pole. Hidden home. Suitcase gypsy, liver soaked, whiskers grown and drip spittle. I kicked the litter, rigor froze. Germophobic nightstand, dinner's cold. And Polaroid clips, iguana twin sister choked. Underdeveloped pictures old. Needle quiver and skin sticks to clothes. Business trip, tickets choke. I left the house ajar and skipped, hit the switch to bowl. 6 on the pallet in a cab ride and trip indulge.
Can I come?
Wow. I don't know.
Masters of the odd angles. Back progresso. Lodeck. Turn for the B23. Folded on a stretcher. Audio provided by the hospital dispatcher. Why is beauty transparent? Less merit. Following the light. Angelic. Pretty and fresh in a spring apron. Making food in the backyard for the sacred. Here's a life in case you want to retrace it. Why the loudest ones gotta be so afraid to face it? INK got replaced by DNA. Bees flood out the hive and assemble, that's my VMAs. VMAs of crookedest writings on earth. Still don't compare to the realest sightings on this curious turf. Death, rebirth, hypnotism fullest. The wind to transform marble tables into bullets. Faintest trembles into orgasmic sewage slop. As the flesh falls weak, but the world don't stop.
I've got this whole thing going with people on acid. I just like what happens, you know?
Yeah?
They're groovy people.
Well, that's nice, but maybe I'll see you later.
Well, have a nice drink.
Yeah.
I'm in the clams, mosquito net bed. Incense by citronella, solicited poppies off the raft. Flying fish lids follow the alkaloid powder dash. Typhoid air, flourish in a fever. The girl tapped the glass. Avocado mask, Eastern opium, savor a pipe. Dissolve in the hash. Heroin island, oil lamp. Sugar and rum, twilight. Whitewashed cubicles, hook slanging hammocks for the opium crash. Albino cat girl, American bitter boy grips the sugar cane. She's holding his staff. Blindfolded Vietnamese sweet flower tan. Asphyxiated the heavy pants seconds before the euphoric blast. I ride the trail and cling to the tabs. She's still bounded from shoulder to calves. Hanging fever hit me at last. Selective pestilence for the left-handed stab. Epidemic sweat covers the scabs.
Come on, breathe. In, out. I'm fighting to die, man. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. There's no fear in the end. It's in your interpretation of the end. I thought I was going to die. To you again, you go ahead and go with it. Just go ahead and die. Whatever happens. Okay?
Amorphous orbit, perimeters and smoke off pollen extracted from cultivated ghost orchids. Puff various orchis, musician populace, corn chips. Rap infested with fraudulent parasites, conforming like half a New Yorkers. Suits came to my crib with warrants, just asking right sources. I learned love isn't worth the razor gash or the wrist. When I was put in 4 wings, I turned animal corpus. Underground was explored, so I built this other underworld underground like Pluto and Orcus. The soloist doesn't utter choric. What chorus? I leave roses ruddy around dead rappers, heavily decorated, ornate like funeral florists. Fry the white fiber fornix. Bloodsucker Hunter V with the black chainmail gorget. You can't approach. Horsehide leather draping ribs splintered, protruding outward, swarming with hornets. And I'm bacteria with organs walking. Walk into a store with sumac hands, empty a bullet box into the clerk running for storage. That's if I had a bulldog 44, cause talk is boring. Hooks in you deep, tow trucking your ghost out of your portrait. Off the shore, fear and loathing, deck blowing the horn. I'm cloaked by the US flag on a rock like stork shit. In a K-hole, nauseous, I'm staring blindly with blurred sirens flash until I see apparition light come out of slits and pork ribs. Bless the Lord, roll a corpse, let the frankincense burn. I've stayed in so many rehabs up north, I might as well have become an intern. Dope head, no more. Loved acid, but parents were redundant to twist herb. Instilled in me the genetically engineered sick urge. Got sent away, ended up fucking a split T trick with Hep C. Now my dick burns. How the body look like a shrimp larva under my skin squirming. Transparent ringworm. Narcissist. This anti-conformance march against authority. Anarchic. You can't save the sheep herds oppressed trying to find anchorage in tar pits. I'm straight from the heart. Welcome to my depression, an entertainment lesson for you kids and other humans who can relate to my mood. A dark blue tint turned into suicide music. Comfortably numb, I shatter the soul's windows with 2 fists. Seclusion, idiot box, deluded, glued to the TV static. On channel 0, my skull sweating and pistol to it. The tool clicks, blast, my face opens like the spring sun hitting a tulip. My ghost, 100 lumens. The cruise ship shoots out and starts descent through hell's blueprint. Doused in fetid fetal fluid. Cuckoo bird flew the coop quick. Fire and flesh infusion. My bones melt to black tar bubbling as the fumes kick. Bedboards and broken broomsticks. Dark side of the spoon grip. Yellow pool drip. The room polluted with syringes, notebooks and shadows moving over resonated shoe prints. I used to use drugs, useless, trapped in a cubic prison of self-loathing, confusion and madness behind padded, not lucid. I'm graceful as jellyfish tentacle movements or wind-blowing nooses. And take my rations, I'll starve but slaughter the herd with a fat end. Fuck bottom of the crab bin. My albums consist of me, and that's it. Only virus gets the cameo while you hiring has-beens. I hire assassins to clip mics in any whack human's mouth attached to its lungs, spat at it. Backstabbing rabbits. I breach the water with a whale's bat, and I'll take a stab at it. You wish you could think fast, even to think a fast wish. I write ill too, but nice off the radish. I couldn't think as slow as you if I tried, even with brain damage. You're lost in a cave, matchless, beard on my face, matted. Cause I sleep on the rap masses, a cult maverick. I smell like shooting den smothered in cooked bass. Fuck hooks, fake American shook. I'd rather watch a flag burn rather than a book page. Asshole.
this insect hive. King fly, cocoon larvae, last stage. Shell cracked, bat cave yeti, black face paint. Elkin antler, scalp crown attached. Act strange, goat head down the cold. Idle pagan prince, anarchist hut. Fat strange, roof. Catch rain, Cambodian river trip, channel beyond military patch range. Smash 8-ball, bagged cane, and isolate like Hemingway in a Floridian condo overlooking sand strain. Fur coat from bearskin, snap jaw, bamboo constructed human trap cage. Tab, slap face, armed with blade, lawn chair pilot, sit back, slash space, open star map. Spitfire grill like broken lighter tip from a cracked flame. I skin whack, rap snakes, and pitch during traffic light, techno strobe light, flash frame, drain venom sack, splash, a doofy sticker still stuck on the flat brim fitted hat brain. A gurney strap same, the subway monster that snatches up backpackers. If out past 12 midnight, right before they tag trains. Hell grip, my hand sweat smells like matchtips, sulfur ash stains. Lion crest, dragon scale helm, cashmere patch me. I escaped the crash landing wreckage before government recovery hit the Arizona landscape. Using narcotics as the invisible band-aid. I turn transparent before I self-terminate. I'll incinerate my work and wipe out every last humanoid left in the fan base. I walk on water and freeze oceans to glass lakes. Ravenous in the booth, engineers have to encase my face in catcher's mask gate. Caterpillar that sat on a giant cap and lit the hookah hash flame. What happened to imagination in the rap game? What rap game? I don't know, but well was tapped drain. My last visit to the surface above the land clay.